maybe it's the longer wheelbase or the rubber, but the 1LE isn't a handful despite the LT4 trying to reverse the orbit of the Earth at every corner exit. Actually, a lot of that is the combination of the LST and advanced traction management software, which left in track mode is less of a nanny and more of a safety net. As it sat, with the suspension and stabilizer bars set to full track and the software keeping a watchful eye, the 1LE exhibited mild understeer and a bit of throttle intervention on over-enthusiastic exits. More than enough bandwidth to learn lines and set initial times. And of course, it can be turned off when the safety net isn't needed. At that point, it's the tires that become the star. Area 27 is more than 3 miles long, and with a heavy car that likes to push a bit, heat would be a problem in lesser tires. The Goodyears, somehow, managed to take the abuse without developing any nasty habits, staying predictable and sticky soon after track out and until the end of our 2.5 lap stints. How the tire behaves 10 laps in I couldn't say, and perhaps there's a gradual fall off in adhesion, but considering the wide and forgiving breakaway characteristics I've got no complaints. As Bill Wise, whose title of ride and handling development engineer doesn't really do his role justice, told us, it won't snap on you. You can correct a slide with a bit of steering angle, but you don't have to back out of the throttle. It's a lot of car, but we wanted to make it approachable. We really focused on make the car drivable for every customer. Wise is the guy who set the Nürburgring lap time of 7:16.04, so I wanted to believe him. But this is a 650 horsepower Camaro, and he's a shoe, so maybe the definition of drivable would prove to be a bit fuzzy. As I'd find out soon enough, he was completely correct. Below, you can see pro driver Lawson Aschenbach put Wise's words to motion. You'd think jacking up the loads this much on a streetable tire would mean they'd bite you hard if you overcook them, but the 1LE's Goodyears give you a long, gentle reminder that things are about to go sideways. And remember, this is legal rubber. Coming off the track, I had a realization that a word I hate was the perfect one to describe the 1LE's relationship with Area 27, synergy. Take a minute to grab the eye bleach, I'll wait. All good? The 1LE isn't the low-key track assassin that, say, the GT3 is. It's dramatic. Motions are big, the sound is intense, the grip is tremendous. Picture a vintage Trans Am car that isn't trying to kill you, that'll actually idle. It's entertaining, not just because the limits are huge, but because the danger zone as you work up to the limit is as fat as those Goodyears. If you loop the thing, well, it's not like you weren't warned. There might be more enjoyable cars out there for $70,990, but of that subset not too many seem to snub physics and prejudices quite like the 1LE. Compared straight across to the regular ZL1, the $7,500 premium seems like a deal. It's a lot of money, but it'd take some serious aftermarket development to get the kind of handling out of the thing. Look, GM and its cohorts at Multimatic and Goodyear did all the hard stuff. Pay the guy the money and go play on the track, and whoop on Mustang GT 350s. As for me, I miss the old Z/28 a bit. That 7.0 liter didn't pull like the LT4, but it still ripped. It also didn't suffer from excessive Aero syndrome, whereas the 1LE looks like it plowed into a carbon fiber sheet manufacturer, popped out the other side, and drove straight to the track. And yet, for the guy or gal who is a slave to the stopwatch, the results speak for themselves, and maybe to the wallet, the much more powerful 1LE is actually cheaper than the old Z/28 was back in 2013. You know what? While you think about the price and competition, and whether the 1LE is the RPO for you, I'll just sneak off for a few more laps. Don't wait up for me.